Well, folks, we are back one other time for tonight. Believe it or not, it looks like San Francisco is going to end up being the 2020 champion, the 2020 NFC champion, believe it or not. Because Green Bay had the ball for a while, and San Francisco initiated one last interception, and it looks like it's looking good now for San Francisco being the 2020 NFC champion, believe it or not. There they are doing hugs and stuff. Check that out. Check that out, everybody. No more plays needed. Just get the last 35 seconds done. That's awesome, and my stepmom is going to be very impressed for sure. And that's it, I believe. All right. Check that out, everybody. Final score, San Francisco 37, Green Bay 20. I love it. And San Francisco is officially the 2020 NFC champion. That is awesome, everybody. That is awesome. Okay. Well, we have a commercial. I'll just kind of talk a little bit about how the rest of the game had all went. So, Green Bay, as you could tell, did score a couple more touchdowns. San Francisco, believe it or not, scored one other touchdown, bringing the score up to 34-7. Then Green Bay scored a touchdown, bringing the score up to 34-13. They had initially attempted to try to initiate a two-point conversion, but just couldn't do it. So that kept the score standing pat at 34-13. 34-13. And then Green Bay scored one other touchdown, and then San Francisco scored a field goal, and so San Francisco scored a field goal. Check that out, everybody. That's right. 2020 NFC champions, everybody. But yeah, so yeah. And somehow San Francisco hung on to win the 2020 NFC championship and make themselves 2020 NFC champions. So with that all said, my stepmom's got to be very, very pleased for sure. It's been quite a long time since we've seen San Francisco end up being NFC champions. So to see them end up being the ones to be the 2020 NFC champions is definitely definitely is huge for sure. And, you know, I don't think much of anybody saw them becoming NFC champions anytime too soon. But this year for 2020 NFC Championship, they made it happen. So, and so it looks like it Kansas City and San Francisco it is in this year's 2020 Super Bowl. In this year's in this year's 2020 Super Bowl, believe it or not. So, all right, the commercial should be pretty much just about over here. So yeah. So, I ended up heating up a little bit of con queso dip, which I've already finished up right here, and with a little bit of Great Value brand tortilla chips. All right, the commercial is over. Let's turn back to the TV. There it is, everybody. There it is. All right. I don't think we need to have the sports broadcasters exactly on the blog and on the video, but so in just a little bit when they get back to like the celebrating ceremonies and stuff, well, take a look at this real quick. There's everybody celebrating. Yeah, once they get back into the celebrating ceremonies in a little bit, then we'll turn the camera back to the TV. So '49ers and Chiefs two weeks from today, Super Bowl 2020. Yep, for 2020 Super Bowl. You know, so yep. The fact of the matter is, it's going to be almost all red uniforms. Well, you know, for one team, it'll be red and gold uniforms in 2020 Super Bowl. Check that out. Yep, NFC Champions, it says on that gentleman's shirt. Look at all the confetti shooting up in the air, everybody. Check out all the confetti shooting up in the air. Taking a while. Yep, there's John Lynch, general manager of San Francisco 49ers. There's Raheem Mostert. Check out all the confetti continuing flying through the air, everybody. I know my stepmom and company definitely got to be thrilled seeing that San Francisco 49ers have managed to, believe it or not, end up being the 2020 NFC Champions. There it is. Yep. So, all right. So, I think that's as far as I'm going to bring the vlog and the video there. But man, once again, that's awesome to see that my stepmom's team, San Francisco, has managed to, believe it or not, win the 2020. Win the 2020 NFC Championship and be the 2020 NFC champions. That's all for now. Have a good night, everybody, and See what happens 2 weeks from today in 2020 Super Bowl, in 2020 Super Bowl 2 weeks from today. Talk to you later. Peace. Talk to you later. Peace.